Bring it on. Any demon who's worth anything, come test my gangster. Come test my spirituality. And welcome back to the Croak and Crow podcast, where we talk about conventional religion in an unconventional way. I'm your host, Spencer.
And I'm Vo.
And let's get right into it. So what are we talking about today?
Theme today is dreams.
Dreams. That's a big one.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's all throughout the Bible.
So, do you think all dreams are spiritual?
Well, first we have to, we really have to know what a dream is, because I have found in the Bible that there's something called visions, which are called dreams, and then there's dreams, and I don't think they're the same thing.
Are they not? Are all dreams visions that most of which we can't interpret? Who was it? Was it Daniel who was known for like decoding dreams?
If you allowed me to prep for the show, I would look all that up.
Okay.
I don't have a memory.
Okay. Well, so then just use your short-term memory.
Use my memory. This is what I'm thinking. Joseph, Mary's spouse.
Yes.
He had a dream.
Yes.
That told him, don't worry, your wife is pregnant. It's the Son of God. Just have it and name it Jesus. And then he had another dream. I think, you better run. People are coming to kill you.
Yes.
That's not a dream. That's a vision. That's a message.
Yeah, premonition.
So when you said, should dreams be interpreted? If you dream, you're in a cat castle and you're trying to get out or something, that's a dream. But
now, to just rewind even before Joseph, I believe it was Daniel who, when he was with the Pharaoh, and he was, even before he got locked up, and he was interpreting the other cellmates' dreams, and they weren't even.
I remember this.
Yeah, they weren't even really pushing that. It was, I have a vision, Daniel. What does it mean? They were dreams, and then he was saying, this is what they mean, and then the Pharaoh brought him in and had these dreams about, 7 cows.
Yeah, I remember this. He was sought after for his dream interpretation ability.
Yes. So my question is, we consider him like a prophet, or how much of that is just the ability to interpret dreams?
This is a tricky theme. This is a really tricky theme. I didn't choose it.
Who chose it?
I'm guessing you did. Because we're a 2-person operation.
Well, I pitched the idea.
Okay. Because it's such a tricky subject in the Bible. Because a lot of parts of the Bible warns you to not interpret dreams, or to not for you not to interpret dreams, if I'm correct, but it warns you against people who will interpret the dreams for you.
Yeah, what's the word? Prophecy? Fair. The kings always had them around.
They loved them. They were much sought after. It was in the help wanted ads of the day was these very rich people of high power. I'll give you everything. You need to tell me what my dream was about. Yes,
because once again Daniel who the Pharaoh didn't like his answer, and so he was saying anyone else who can interpret, and either they couldn't, or were they afraid that you know what it was? Don't remember the same story, but they all were giving him these good answers. They were like, oh, this dream means this, all fortune.
You're gonna win, yeah.
And I think that's the problem, is these false interpretations where Daniel came and said, there's gonna be 7 years of famine, and I believe that's what got him locked up, was...
Yeah. It's probably the jesters,
Yeah.
If you can't make me laugh, I'll chop your head off, yeah. Trigger warning if you ever had your head chopped off. You may want to...
Yeah, that's true. If you have your head chopped off, do you go to heaven with just the head?
No, I meant trigger warning that if someone's listening to this and
they've recently gotten their head chopped off.
Yeah, if I don't want them to be I didn't know that would be in today's podcast because you didn't say it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. Well, let's dial it back from biblical text just for a bit, and on a personal level. how highly do you regard dreams?
I regard them highly.
Do you think they all mean something, or like maybe one night you had too much spicy food and then you started dreaming about aliens?
I think there's some throwaways.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely some throwaways, but I can interpret dreams.
Just, yeah. So you're one of the people that the Bible warned about.
No. The Bible, okay, again, you can't make blanket state. You can. Anybody can do anything, but I don't make blanket thoughts about the whole Bible because it says don't interpret dreams. Oh, don't interpret dreams. I better not interpret dreams, or I better not eat shrimp. From what I saw and remember, it was don't be fooled.
Yes.
By snake oil salesmen. You could put all your trust. You should be putting your trust in God only, but you could put your trust in your dream interpreter person or your tarot card reader or your. It's not so much that those people are bad. It's just if you put your trust in them, they can take advantage of you.
Yeah.
So I could tell you, I know what that dream means. It means you need to give me $50, and then So.
Yeah. I mean, I am being a little facetious because I do regard dreams highly as well. And I think it takes it's almost actually like reading the Bible. It's like you can listen to other people. Like you can say, I had this dream. What do you think it means? And then listen to what they say. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to piece together. Like if you have a dream about a burning building,
Yeah.
You might talk to someone, they're like, oh, maybe it's a bad situation that you need to get out of. And then just don't say, okay, well, that's what it was. Then you can then do some introspection and say, oh, well, actually, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it means
something different for you. Yeah, because I'm against dream dictionaries. Okay, you buy a book and it says you dreamt of an egg, and therefore that means I don't know what it means, but I'm against that. I think that's nuts. That's a fortune cookie. That's the magic 8-ball. It's not. Yeah. It's not connected. I think I said I can interpret dreams. Everybody can interpret their own dream. It's your dream, so you can interpret it. Therefore, everybody. You can't use a dictionary because an egg to me and what's going on in my life at that time. I think if you just think about your life at that time, just kind of go through your Rolodex and say like, what's going on with me right now? What could possibly that?
Yeah. Well, I agree and disagree. I agree. I disagree. I agree in the sense that you can't just take everything. This is what it means if you have 3 hands in a dream. But same way earlier I was saying, anybody can interpret the Bible for themselves, but that does not discredit some of these big names who have gone through the Bible and said, this is what I found, these are connections. I think you can take that and you can learn from that, and there is truth in it, but just another man's or a woman's truth that did more research than you. So with that said, I think it's good to expand your knowledge on, okay, someone who actually studied dreams on a day-to-day basis says if you have a dream like this, or like your teeth are falling out, it means this. And you shouldn't take it as fact, like, oh, well, that must mean that. But, you can just sort of learn all these things and then start to make your own opinions about them. Yeah.
Because you could also get depressed, maybe, if you had a dream that someone died, or that,
yeah.
If you have a bad dream and you believe in dreams to be true or to be, what's the word when you tell the future?
Like foresee?
Yeah, like prophetic or something.
Yeah.
I don't think you should worry about that.
No. Even though I think, I think it's possible that dreams can lead to the future. I never even deal with that for myself. I always, on a personal level, when I'm looking at my dreams, it's sort of the situations I'm going through, mm-hmm. and just to give me a better idea of what I want to do moving forward. If it's, cutting off sort of like a certain person in my life who's negative, I use it as that. I don't use it so much as, okay, this means in 3 years I'm going to move to Montana. I always try to keep it, what does this mean for my life right now? Like, where do I want to go? And I'll use my dreams as sort of just a secondary conscience, it's like, oh, okay, that makes things just a little bit clearer.
Right.
So have you had any interest in dreams worth talking about?
I've had a million interesting dreams.
Well,
but...
let's rewind it really quick. What do you think, like, where do you think a dream is all personal? Like, do you think it's all just your conscience? Because I have a thought that dreams sort of thin the veil, if you will, between us and, like, a sort of a spiritual world. Like, you become more thinking, not with your worldly body, but... And so you can connect with, like, people and stuff that in an earthly shell you can't. So before we get into dreams we've had, how do you see your own dreams?
No, I definitely agree with you about that. And also, I find dreaming comforting because in the Bible, death is referred to as sleep. And death is scary, but sleep isn't scary. And when you sleep, you're never completely turned off. Even if you don't remember your dream, you probably dreamt. So it's like you're having this like activity, connection, and then you wake up. So I like dreaming because I find it comforting about life beyond, brick and mortar. It's still happening, and I do disagree that it's just brain activity or neurons firing. I do think you can communicate, travel, and just like a telescope, to see as far as you can while you are an earthling.
So back to what I cut you off originally for. Is there any key dreams that pop out that's like, this sort of shows me that dreams may be more?
I have a bad memory, but I had lots of dreams. So many dreams that gave me such confidence in God and such connection to life after this one and happy feelings. So I can't remember, but have you?
Well, I have one that sticks out. I think I've told you already, but now I will tell our audience at home. So, about, 15 years ago, my grandfather passed away. But we're going to go before that. This is her father. We're related. So, in this time, my grandfather was on hospice, and he was sort of on his way out. And during his hospice of that last little go around, he was in this we had this like false alarm of him passing away, and then he was in this weird like comatose state where he wasn't fully gone, but he was definitely not here, and we were all like wondering like what's going on, like what is this last little bit of time. And then I had this dream. This was a really strange dream. It was just me and him. He was laying in bed. And it was very vivid. And I was asking him, I was like, why are you still here? Like, what is it? Do you like it? Do you like this state that you're in? Like this one foot in the door, 1 foot out? Because it didn't make sense to me. And he turns to me, he's like, I am just scared there's nothing on the other side. And then I was like, ooh. And so I was reassuring him. I was like, of course there's something like on the other side. Like you have your wife waiting for you. You have your daughter waiting for you. They're all there. They're all there waiting for you. There's no point in dwelling here just out of fear. And so I woke up from that dream. I was like, whoa, that was weird. I was headed to the barbershop with my mom. And I was telling her about the dream. I was like, I had this weird dream about this. And as I was describing the dream of what happened, we got a phone call and he had passed away. And so that was just like, whoa, that's a weird coincidence. I'm actually glad I was telling someone about it, because otherwise it would have just seemed like, oh yeah, that definitely happened the way you did. But I literally was like, got out to someone else, like, I just had this dream. And so that was like sort of one of the earlier indicators of like, whoa, maybe dreams are more than just neurons firing off. But yeah, so that stuck with me. But then I also have dreams where, I'm going on.
Wait. to add to that,
Okay.
if you remember, so to add to the same exact dream at the same exact time, my sister, your aunt, and my father's daughter had a dream where she was climbing up a hill and my dad was at the top and she found you there and I forget.
No, she couldn't make it to the top.
She couldn't make it to the top.
But she saw
you talking to him.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So, right. And so then I told her what you dreamed and then he had Pat and it was like.
Which means I'm a lot more spiritual than she is.
No. You are a rock climber, so.
I'm a rock climber. I got to the top of the mountain way quicker than she did. And so I got all the glory and
so
she
that's
just had to
like
climb.
Connected dreams and like it's really hard to say that that's not.
Yeah, it was like just too much. But then like I was about to say, like I also have dreams where I'm on a picnic date with Jennifer Aniston and, you know, I have a pet parrot. So I don't want to go ahead and say every dream is as prophetic as that one.
Right.
But I think dreams, just your conscious is in a place where it can be more, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
You know? Definitely.
I think it's a channel. And something, think of a radio, right? And when we listen to the radio, you're listening to anything. Pop music, and you're listening to news, you're listening to sports, and then all of a sudden comes through, right? This is emergency broadcasting systems, use a channel. So dream is an open channel, and if something is what a great way for it to come through. And when you're asleep and everything is like suppressed, you're probably more open to receiving it, and some people more than others.
Yeah. So
because I wasn't there in that dream.
No, you were probably dreaming of like, I don't know,
something else.
Being on the beach with the feet kicked up. Well, we've talked about good dreams now. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Nightmares, mares.
We need
like a thunder strike.
Graphics. Yeah. Nightmares. Okay, so my whole life, not my whole life, my half a life, I had night terrors. I think nobody ever told me it's called night terrors. Was this
like combined with sleep paralysis, like those kind of night terrors?
No, I know. So I don't know what they're called. So let's just say this: as I grew up from, I don't know the ages, 10 to 20, I don't know, somewhere in there, I would just scream my head off.
Oh.
Yeah. I would just scream my head off. I would go to sleep. Then I would scream. The scream would wake me up. It would wake everyone in my house up. And in the beginning, people were concerned and worried. In the end, nobody.
They got used to it.
They got used to it. I was never afraid of it. The scream would wake me up as well. And then I would go back to sleep. That's not a dream, but it just reminded me. Okay. But I have had scary dreams where I do wake up when I'm scared. I've had the dreams where you wake up and you go back into the same bad dream.
Yeah.
Like more than once.
Yeah.
And I definitely had bad dreams that didn't have to do with spicy food or scary movies. I just have bad dreams.
Now, in the same way that we were talking, that there is a chance that dreams are uncovering the veil and you're sort of more susceptible. Do you think nightmares are within you, or do you think there's, outside entities that are affecting your dreams?
I think there's outside entities because it's a channel. So the same way, a hacker could overtake the police channel and start saying, whatever. Definitely. And I have had those. I had a dream when my sister died, that she came to me in the dream and I was happy to see her and everything like that. And it was her. And, but I had been warned by my dad that doesn't happen usually. Beware, it can happen. I don't want people to feel, their dad didn't visit them in their dream.
Yeah.
But you can be taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a dream of my sister who came, and I was happy to see her. She was newly departed. And, but I remembered what my dad said. So then I said to the person, do you come in the name of Christ? And she wasn't happy with my questioning. She started to transform. I kept saying it, and I would tell her she has to say that or else I won't believe her. And then she turned into a demon, and it wasn't her. And, I was sad to see her go, but it wasn't her. So definitely, I think they're evil's always trying to take advantage of our hopes and our insecurities or our,
Yeah.
So you have to be aware of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think demons are out to get you when you're sleeping. And you need to, you ever watch Inception? No. Well, Inception is all about dreams, and they, hack people's dreams. But you can, get dream defense, and then it's, a security team in your dreams. And I think it's good to practice that. You know, I think if you believe that dreams are in any way more than just neurons popping off, you don't want to be caught slipping, if you will, in your dreams. And so for me, I have in my life I've had these little stints of just negative dreams, for weeks at a time. But yeah, it's always sort of demon related, but it only gets worse when I start putting up a fight against it and being aware of it. But I think it's good because then you don't have just oh my god, I had this great dream about this girl. And it's that wasn't a girl, that was a succubus. And now you are taken hold of. Yeah. But so in these dreams, it would always be, I would always be caught off guard. It would be a family member, a loved one, and there would just be something off. Yeah. And so once I had my guard up for that, I would always pull something who are you really? And then, it always goes negative from there. Cause I don't think, evil spirits are happy when you call them out. No. But there's this one dream in particular. I don't know if I should be sharing this. It might come at my character a bit. But I fought demons off, so you can't get too mad. So this was in a time period of when I was getting these dreams quite often. And I was ready. I had my dukes up. I'm bring it on. Any demon who's worth anything, come test my gangster. Come test my spirituality. I'm ready for it. I was spiritually a warrior at the time. So they were getting sneaky. They were posing as my siblings, and I was boom, karate chop, gotcha. They were posing as my friends. Wah! Eye gouge. Gotcha. But there was this one dream, and I was in my living room, and there was the cutest little puppy. Oh my god. I don't even like pugs, but I think it was a black little pug with the cutest little face. Wow. And all my warrior, I had dropped my shield, I had dropped my sword, taken off my spiritual helmet, and I just cuddled that little guy. But then I was something was off. Something was off. It was too cute. Yeah. It was too convenient. Oh my gosh. And I was caught off guard. And so then I said, that's a demon dog. And the dog looked at me and turned its head and said, oh, I'm not a demon dog. And I'm that's a demon dog. And so what does someone do when there's a cute, fluffy puppy in front of them that you may think's a demon dog? I choked that little son of a gun. No, you're lying. Before you even knew? You were convinced? I was convinced. Okay. I choked that son of a gun. Got him by the... Trigger warning if you've ever been a puppy that got choked. I got him by the neck, and I was just choking the life out of him because I was I'm not having no demons in my dream. This is where it gets bad. Okay. I was just choking a puppy. No, you're lying. Well, no. You're lying. No, because this demon was good. Okay. Yes. Skip ahead. I love dogs, and this dog ended up not being a dog. But I was choking, and it was still a puppy, and I was almost did I slip. Almost was I I need to let go of this puppy. I might be wrong. But I said, I just couldn't I was no, you know what? This is what they want. And I just choked a little harder. I'm I committed. What I did is I committed. Okay. As soon as I wasn't giving in, the dog's nails just grew out long and gnarled.
Serious?
And its face turned, and like it became this demon creature.
Wow, that's really interesting.
And then I boom,
finished it.
Finished the job, and I said, darn. I said, damn. I learned how to censor now. So I said,
did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I said, damn. These sleep demons can be sneaky, but I got my shield back on, and I got my sword, and I'll slay any demon in my sleep.
Can't be like Samson and Delilah.
Well,
he put down his... Didn't he get his hair cut?
Yeah, but that's because he was asleep. Like, that was happening in real life while he was asleep.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
Scary.
Was I talking too big of a game?
I don't know. I don't want to be near you.
I think I just said if any demon wants to test my gangster, they can.
Cujo.
And I meant in my sleep. I am a pansy when it comes to real life.
Listen, you'll get views.
If you get lifted up in the air right now and slammed against a wall,
if I get devoured by a demon
this
dog,
might just go viral.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You really don't be afraid to question people who visit you in your dream, because sometimes your heart wants it so much, and you're just a sitting duck.
Yeah, and you know what? Some might say that's awful. I don't even want to I want to keep my dreams surface level. Like, I don't want demons in my life because they scare me. Like, you know, if we did just hear something get rustled over here, I don't mind it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Do you want to know why?
Because I'm closer to it.
Because you're close to it. I have a table in front of me, and I'm faster than you.
Yeah, we know.
No.
In the mountain.
I want everyone to know that, because people are really scared of demons and paranormal things. If a demon comes and tests you, do you know what you just found out? That God is alive and he is real.
It's true.
Because there ain't no demons without angels. And so that should embolden you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shoot, you're real? That means I know I got God and anime on my side.
That's right.
So the problem is when you get caught in this thing and you're so scared, it's like that should almost embolden you more. Like, okay, so all my spirituality talk, that was never all talk.
Right.
That's boom. A push comes to shove. Let's get it going.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Be wary to get too like flustered by the supernatural, because if you like all things holy, then you have to understand
that's right.
There's all things evil. That's right.
I mean, there's so much talk in the Bible about putting on your shield and your getting armed and ready and on alert, and so yeah, definitely don't be afraid of being ready, and also don't be so always keep in mind to be ready. I say the 23rd Psalm. Yeah. For so much, it's a recitation, it's a mantra over and over, and so therefore, in a dream state, without having control over my dreams or astral projection or anything, I can start saying it because I say it all the time. Yeah. We talked about muscle memory. Yeah. There's like prayer memory. I can say it even in a not demonic situation, but like say it's a dream where you're locked in a house, or your car has no brakes. I can just start saying it because I'm on.
Yeah, it's not the first time you're then calling like, I need help. It's you have it ready to go. Yeah, I often think about my favorite person from the Bible being David. This isn't really about dreams, but just about being ready. He always was calling on the Lord.
Boy Scout.
He was probably the first Boy Scout.
Always prepared?
I don't know why I said that.
The Boy Scouts motto is
always prepared.
Always be prepared, I think. This will be a pop-up, I guess.
Okay. But, Goliath wasn't the first person, or it was first, I think, person, but before, there was like a lion in his path. Yeah. He called upon God. Slayed the lion. Was there something else, like a bear or something? Who knows?
Lions, tigers, and bears, I think.
And oh my. And so he built this confidence saying, right, when danger's in front of me, I'm gonna call on the Lord. And that's why when Goliath came up and everyone was all shivering in their boots, David, he wasn't like, okay, I should probably pray for this. Hey, God, haven't talked to you in a while. Right. He said, God, you've helped me slay a lion. You've helped me strangle a bear. What is this? This guy. Yeah. This big old nobody. Yeah. I got the power of God on my side. let me at him. Give me some rocks and a sling.
Yeah, constant communication with God it's nothing it's nothing to debate about. It will go straight into your subconscious. It'll go straight into your in any time of shock or being asleep or anything. It'll come out. And so it's the best ammunition that you can have.
But yeah, so I think it's just important to keep yourself well armed to deal with the good and the bad. Just it should just always be on your mind to be practicing. You know, just the way I know I'm going to keep talking about the gym until we actually get to a gym podcast, but the same way you go to the gym and, you know, you lift weights and stuff, and then if a physical altercation comes, you're not there with skinny arms.
Right.
You don't want to spiritually have skinny arms. You want to be working every day. You want to be going to that spiritual gym, pumping spiritual iron. And then when your spiritual foe comes up to you, you're jacked. You're spiritually jacked.
Yeah, definitely. Totally lost my train of thought, but
yeah, I mean, I think we about covered it though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so any like finale words, any like final words, just about moving forward with dreams, like
yes,
to now give to your audience. We've talked about all dreams we've had, but what should someone look for in dreams? Good, bad, ugly.
Okay, what I'm saying is sleep is very important.
Yeah, most important.
Okay, sleep is very important.
Sleep and water,
and that's when you dream.
Food and shelter.
Podcast. Sleep is very important. That's when you're going to dream. Okay, and you want to rest and rejuvenate. That's what sleeping is for. Sometimes people get actually fatigued from their dreams. Yeah, and that's no fun, right? Yeah. So when they tell you to don't bring your work, to bed with you, or don't lay there and think about like, how am I going to solve this problem or whatever. It's just better if you allow sleep to do what it's meant to do. Yes. Right? Yes. So again, I say that I repeat a psalm in an easy way. I don't have to read it or remember it because I've done it so many times. That is a good way to clear your mind of, I have to mow the lawn, or I have to, pay somebody back or something like this. So if you do that, first of all, it can clear your mind to put you in a good sleep space. And second of all, it could take you into sleep. And then third of all, maybe it would give you better dreams. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it was a good analogy what you said of the radio frequency. I think that's sort of what dreams are. And if you're out there and your dreams are just the pop channel and you're just listening to some bops that really don't mean anything, then enjoy it. There's no need. Get your rest. Right. Have your good dreams. But with that said, if you're having dreams that are affecting you more in a spiritual way, that's when you want to start focusing more. You either want to have passive dreams that are passive, but you don't want to be passive in dreams that are too spiritual, because that's what could, I feel like it can go both ways. Like I think sort of the veil is down a little bit, but be aware that that's the case, and then just sort of become a habit. Like maybe write your dreams down, try to understand them more, but at the same time, you don't want to obsess about it too much. Like your dream, you go to sleep every night. You don't want to have to make the day, the 8 hours that you're sleeping, more stressful than the 16 hours that you're awake. Yeah.
And I am Catholic, and we say that
Hi Catholic, I'm Dad.
We're not going to cut that out.
No.
I am Catholic, and we say the Hail Mary, and the Hail Mary is a dream. It's a vision. Again, dream vision. That's how we started the podcast.
Hail Mary.
That is the angel talking to Mary, and telling her she's about to have, the angel says to Mary, Hail Mary, full of grace. He's addressing her. And he says to her at that point, the Lord is with you. Tells her she's blessed. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus. And so dreams are beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Christmas is coming, and that's a Christmas dream, a Christmas message.
Christmas. Yeah. That was a Christmas message. Well,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, so let's just, to wrap it all up, I think dreams mean a lot. I think they're a lot more than surface level neurons, but it's up to you to decide what your dreams mean and how you want to use them to your advantage going through life. And that's a wrap. I hope everyone has a good sleep tonight. Hope you don't dream of any demon dogs. And if you do...
You ended it nice, and then you brought it back to demon dogs.
If you have any dreams of demon dogs, you know who to call. The Demon Dog Buster. I'll pop into your dream. Karate chop them right back to heck, man.
To heck.
Alright, y'all. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, we don't have an ending. Peace.